guys, thank you for that. And it's time now for our community's highlight on this Monday morning. So we've got Grace Sharkey here to talk the Stockout with us. And Grace, we've got some interesting news coming out of Walmart as Walmart's looking to share more of their data with their suppliers. And this seems like something that shouldn't be that much of a shock, right? But it is fascinating to see now a retailer and a supplier talking more to each other. What are they going to be sharing when it comes to the data?
A big thing that we want to illuminate, actually, which makes sense for this story, is Walmart's sources of data for its partners. So you're right, working hand in hand with a lot of their different brands, their suppliers and third-party sellers as well, in order to leverage their platforms and their technology to sell more products. I think that's the biggest thing. And they have Illuminate, which is one of their programs that they use to collect data on their advertisements, and of course also their consumer habits, as well as another program called Walmart Connect that connects, of course, those vendors to that data to make better decisions. And it's really fascinating because I think it showcases that, life, and I'd say this is probably true for the past couple of years in particular, that just this relationship with a store, where you're placed on a shelf, is of course step one, but it's becoming much more deeper of a relationship between brands and the retailers that are selling those as well. So in this story, and what we'll touch on today on the Stockout, we'll talk about a number of different brands that Walmart has worked with more directly to not only show them their data and show them their statistics, but help maybe leverage their technology in a different way to capture an audience that might not be seeing them through their advertisements as much, and might purchase through a different forum that's not just in store but also online.
So, Grace, we know that Walmart's big-time goals have, of course, changed from just being a leading big-box retailer to being an absolute powerhouse when it comes to e-commerce, specifically in that fulfillment space. And if you're a brand who's looking to maybe sell with Walmart, if you're looking just to step into that e-commerce light, but also maybe wants to be in the store, in that big-box store presence, knowing who you're targeting is super, super important, right? Especially as we continue to look at changing consumer buying habits and all of the things that go into that. Is there a really distinct crossover between the brands who have a good presence in the e-commerce side and those who have a good presence in store? And is that something that Walmart's maybe looking to strengthen with this data sharing?
I think the biggest point is strengthening that, just like you said. In particular, I'll give a kind of a sneak peek into the episode. We're going to be talking about Red Bull as one of the examples of this, where working with Red Bull, they found that their presence basically on their site was almost non-existent, just with the ad placements and the way that Red Bull was advertising online wasn't driving anywhere near the amount of sales that they were seeing in store. So working closely with Red Bull to not only figure out a better way to bring their items more frequently to the consumer online, but to, of course, showcase to them that data, proving that was a big part of making this Illuminate system work. And I think that's what's really cool, right? Is we're seeing, both teams win from this. Red Bull sells more, Walmart sells more. And I think before, in the past, there was no true analytics to showcase, right, where the shopper was looking, or you might be more concerned with making sure your shelves are stocked, but you might sell an item more frequently online. So you have to also consider where you're placed in various Walmart distribution centers across the United States or across the world. Walmart's getting huge. So I think it is huge, to be honest with you. So I think this is just a really interesting step forward. You see, I think Amazon in particular using a lot of these tools already. And as Walmart becomes even bigger online and continues to push Walmart Plus, I can't tell you how many celebrities I've seen in their Walmart Plus advertisements as of late. I think we're going to see more and more of this technology coming to the surface.
Has there been any indication so far on if this is more heavily targeted towards those actual consumer packaged goods, your CPG goods on like the consumable side, the food side, or if there's more towards the physical items, the physical good side, your toys, your auto parts, your things like that?
I would say it's probably all around. It's in the couple of examples that we look at. It's definitely more of the CPG type of area, food and beverage as well. But I think that's kind of why they've really focused on adding this technology and adding the analytics side to their business is to even open up to that. Are there areas that we're missing? Are people coming and searching for auto parts and not seeing them? How are people using our website and how are they shopping on our website? And do we have those products there that and can we ship them in a timely manner? And what exactly is stopping someone from either adding something to their cart or finishing their cart right at the end of the day? So I think we're going to see more of this. I think in our examples, we'll likely focus on like more retail, CPG, food and beverage type of items. But I think what's great about this and these third-party markets is that you can become the next Amazon. You can sell the most random things out there, right? And also provide those independent brands and owners some really great feedback on how to sell more. So I'm excited for it. I think we're going to see Walmart really fight Amazon over the next couple of years.
We're going to have to start doing some side-by-side delivery comparisons, right? Order the same exact item from Walmart versus Amazon and see who gets there faster and how the visibility is and really just put it to the test. Grace, you're headed out to Grace, you're headed out to Manifest in Las Vegas coming up next week. And I know everybody's super excited, of course, about the Super Bowl going on, but that's the second most exciting event happening in Vegas next week. Talk to us a little bit about Manifest and who you're planning on seeing and what you're planning on doing there.
Well, first off, Kayla, I will say I'm still pretty sore about the Lions, so thanks for bringing up the Super Bowl. I'm very excited for Manifest. The robotic side of it, I think, is huge. There's a number of, I would say, it's funny you bring this up, a lot of automation within retail and CPG warehouses that I'm really excited to see and capture on video and hopefully put together a nice things I learned segment for everyone out there as well. But I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of shippers that I get to talk to directly, working on actually right now before this, putting a meeting together with the head of supply chain for Alibaba. So talking to individuals like that and just seeing how their supply chains are changing into 24 is going to be really great.
Well, we are excited to see the content that comes out of that as always. And of course, we can catch the Stockout this afternoon. But starting next week, the Stockout will be changing time. So you can join us at 10 a.m. on FreightWaves TV Monday mornings to find all of the CPG retail content that you can consume. Grace, thanks for that. We'll catch you next week and have a great time in Vegas.
Thanks, Haley.
All right, we're going to take one final break. We'll be back with our last check of the weather and a market update right after this.